Nuzzle Show, and if you ain't one of them, it's probably time to go. This is Nuzzle Show, yeah, this is Nuzzle Show, and if you ain't one of them, it's probably time to go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this weird corner of the internet. Except those who are easily offended. People who don't like bad form. The people who take life too seriously.
You'll never make it out of here alive.
Anyways, I digress.
Welcome.
Or not at all humble host, Hickory, the dang and underwhelming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm, of course, Hickory the Dank and Underwhelming. Welcome back to TDAU Live, Season 2, Episode 9. What a week, man. Like every week. It's been a week. Doing well personally. Baby stuff's going great. Wife's feeling pretty all right. I have a good friend from work who might be having his baby as we speak. I mean, he's not. His wife is. I assume. I don't know. You can never know these days. You never know. But yeah, a bunch of stuff going on. You got Texas wanting to rename the New York strip steak, which is funny because that name was just it was stolen initially from Kansas City steak anyways. You got 22 Democratic senators posting the exact same video with the same edits and the same B-roll. They're stunning and brave. Some chick getting fired for twerking on a plane. Apparently Canadian Manitoba signed an order to remove all American-made liquor from Canadian stores that they had already imported and paid for because, smart financial decisions. And we've got some a source of crappy information claiming that Luigi had a bunch of sex tapes, and all the comments seem to be not exactly top of the shelf. That and more, as the internet mocks a poor girl who got hurt, and people seem to think it's fine because they don't actually care about women. They just claim they do. When it comes to Yeetus the fetus. Anyways, we got a lot to get into. Let's do this silly show. Might not be here super long. I don't know. Might take a couple weeks off, actually. I don't know if I'm going to do a show the week of my birthday or not. I may not. Does anybody care? No, probably not. I don't even know if I do at this point. Let's get it.
Yeah, back baby.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits?
This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of a punk, and then all his friends left him, and now he's here alone. This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of punk, now he's here doing the dang and underwhelming live show.
This is a weird show.
Dang, an underwhelming live show. Dang, an underwhelming live show. Dang, 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 an underwhelming live show.
That's right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm, of course, Hickory the Dank and Underwhelming. Welcome to TDAU Live, Season 2, Episode 9. WWE Attitude Era 2. The Texas Strip, and my birthday is coming up. That's right. Might take some time away from the internet and just work on some stuff, because I got lots of stuff to work on. Might even work on some stuff later on in the video. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to start recording some voice lines for the project I'm working on, because I'm getting close to the point where I might want to use some, and I'll have them recorded. I do have some banging audio for it. Some other sound effects that I've gathered from around the internet from open source. And things are good there. But yeah, we'll talk first about WWE shaking it up, man. They're switching up stuff a bit. I was shocked. I watched the end segment from Elimination Chamber, which is this past Sunday, where John Cena made a shocking heel turn, became a bad guy. Probably one of the bigger heel turns since Hulk Hogan, back when I was a little kid, when he came out and joined the NWO. That was wild. But yeah, Cena did really well. I thought he played it really well. He turned on Cody Rhodes, and The Rock was there, and Travis Scott for some reason. I don't know. I haven't been following wrestling too well, to be quite frank. But yeah, they used a scripted F-bomb during a pay-per-view, which wasn't super crazy. What was crazy is when they didn't censor it when they uploaded it to YouTube, and it makes me wonder, like, we're moving into a new era, a less PG era of WWE, and I'm kind of stoked on it, to be quite frank, because I miss the good old days, man. I'm definitely one of those guys that misses the nostalgia of WWE just being, I don't know, attitudey, doing its thing. But yeah, pretty exciting. I don't know if I covered this one last week. I meant to, but yeah, this is Vermont man charged for trying to pass fake money at a gas station. It even says very clearly this note is not legal. It is to be used for motion pictures. Yeah, let's see. Lyndonville, Vermont. This was February 20th, so a couple weeks ago. Lyndonville man faces counterfeiting charges after police say he tried to use movie money at a gas station. Lyndonville police say Michael Tallman, went into the Cumberland Farms on 957 Broad Street and tried to exchange a fake $5 bill for real money. Which is probably the most conspicuous thing you can do if you're trying to pass counterfeit money, right? Is to not try to spend it, but try to exchange it. It's like, hey man, I have a 5. Would you be willing to give me a 5 for a 5? And you'd be like, why? You have one. What's wrong with it? Let me look. Let me take a closer look at this. The cashier refused and called the police. When officers arrived, they found Tallman had more counterfeit money on him and cited him for it. He's due in court in April. Whereas he could have probably just bought a bunch of stuff and passed it on. They wouldn't have known until the next day. Lyndonville police say they have been getting more complaints recently about fake money being passed around the area. Yep, definitely going to have to take a look. See. It does make me wonder how different it is in actuality. Like if you were to compare them up close, there's got to be quite a few differences. But yeah, I'm not sure. Other than it's clear as day that right here it says this note is not legal. It is to be used for motion pictures, which one would think might be a dead giveaway. Also, the fact that you wanted to exchange a 5 for another 5 is mind-boggling. Just on its own, like that's a really bad play. I mean, if you're gonna counterfeit, don't do it like that. Probably not a wise way to roll with it. Before we get into the next one, I actually want to look real quick and see, make sure I do have my backstory straight. Kansas City Strip. Oh, okay, I could be wrong. It looks like the Kansas City Strip has a is bone in, which I didn't know. It's from the short loin. Okay, right behind the ribs, the slice of beef is actually a larger side of a T-bone. It's often purchased without the bone attached to the meat. This is a cut that's very popular at steakhouses. Does not require any real work. I mean, it's pretty tender as it is. Yeah, let's just look. Yeah, this one will do, I'm sure. Ever gone to a steakhouse or been served at home? Wonder what the difference between New York strip and Kansas City strip is. You're not alone. This blog post will break down everything you need to know about New York versus Kansas City strips and refer both profiles, the texture to cooking preferences. New York strip and Kansas City strip are essentially the same cut of meat. The main difference is the thickness of the fat along the edge of the Kansas City strip having a thicker portion of fat compared to the New York strip. Additionally, the Kansas City strip is favored for its bolder taste, New York strip is known for its mild flavor and firmer texture, even though it's the same cut, which is interesting. Names of the steaks are more regionally popular, with the Kansas City strip being prominent in the western U.S. and surrounding areas, and the New York strip getting more popularity on the East Coast. Because as far as I know, originally it was a Kansas City strip. Yeah, it's the same fucking thing. It's a cut from the short loin. Like, this is what I work in regularly. And I hadn't heard about the Texas strip until earlier today, which I think is hilarious because New York really just New York ripped it off Kansas City. Kansas City strip got its name from the city where it was popularized. It said that the Kansas City used to be known as Cowtown because it played a significant role in the cattle industry during the late 19th century. The city became famous for its unique way of cooking beefsteaks by heavily seasoning them with spice before grilling or broiling. Kansas City strips are distinctively large and can weigh up to 20 ounces each. They're thicker compared to cuts like filet or ribeye, although it depends on who cuts them. I don't think there's specific guidelines for how thick a ribeye is. Could be wrong. Moreover, Kansas City strips have more fat running through the meat compared to New York strips. Overall, if you're looking for a hearty and flavorful steak experience, go for the Kansas City. Yep. Nope. On the other hand, if you prefer a lighter, more delicate taste, use the New York strip instead. Differences. Yeah. So New York strip could be bone-in or boneless. Kansas City strips usually serve bone-in. Usually means it doesn't have to be. Presence of the bone contributes to the steak's flavor and can help retain moisture during cooking. Fun fact, the only reason the bone actually helps in flavor is because you don't overcook shit. It's got a bone in it because it's harder to overcook. Kansas City strip has more fat content than the New York strip cut, so it's a little less trimmed. Melts and caramelizes to form crispy bits on the outside because it takes longer to cook. Contrast, the New York strip has less internal marbling and a leaner cut. Much less external fat. Even though it's the same primal. Like, there's a lot of double speak going on here. Location of the cow, from which the New York strip and Kansas City strip cut have an impact on their taste and texture. Cuts are both beefsteaks, and they come from, no, they don't. You see, while cuts are taken from the loin region, they come from slightly different areas. Top loin, where the New York strip is cut from, is located at the center of the cow's back, whereas the sirloin or short loin for Kansas City strip is located closer to the rear end. Now I feel like we need to go to like an actual decent source, like Meat Buyer's Guide. Kansas City Steak Company. Short loin of the cow, located right behind the ribs. Slice of beef is actually the larger side of a T-bone. If you did not know this, you should brush up on your cow anatomy. Short loin. KC is essentially the same cut as New York strip. It's still cut from the short loin of the cow, and it's tender cut. There's a bit of marbling running through the meat. Butchers differ. Kansas City strip should have the bone attached. You might find your KC strip has the bone included when leaving the store or ordering from a restaurant. It's also rumored that the 1930s Delmonico's restaurant in New York decided to rename the Kansas City strip to the New York strip on its menu. So yeah, there we go. Back in the 1930s. So about 100 years ago, New York stole the name of the Kansas City strip, i.e. Delmonico's did it, which now Delmonico is a term for a ribeye. But it's the same thing. And which lands us to today, 100 years later. Considering there's not many cows raised in New York, Texas has beef with the name New York strip steak. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says resolution will be filed in Texas Senate to officially change the name. Lieutenant Governor of Texas wants to change the name of a cut of steak. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick proposed on a social media post that the New York strip should be renamed in honor of the Lone Star State. Patrick voiced his thoughts on X Friday after meeting the Texas Cattle Feeders Association. What a job. Just feeding them. Not growing them, not harvesting them, not treating them. Just feeding them. When a few members said their favorite cut was the New York strip, Patrick wanted to know why didn't they call it a Texas strip, because New York has mostly dairy cows, which are still edible, to be very clear. Dairy cows are definitely capable of being eaten and are regularly. Factoid, Texas has about 12.2 million head of cattle, the most in America. I'm at Texas cattle raisers. Oh, yes. The two separate unions? That would make sense for how dumb unions are. Out of curiosity, I asked one of them their favorite cut of meat if you see the New York strip. I asked why they didn't call it Texas strip. New York has mostly dairy cows. Just because a New York restaurant named Texas Beef New York Strip in the 19th century doesn't mean we need to keep doing that. Texas Senate will file a concurrent resolution to officially change the name of the New York Strip to the Texas Strip in the Lone Star State. We ask restaurants to change the name of the strip of meat next time they reprint their menus, and grocery stores to do the same. We want this to catch on across the country and around the globe. In a world filled with serious issues that we address every day at the Texas Capitol, a simple resolution will help better market Texas beef. That's good for the Texas cattle industry. The Cattle Association sure like the idea. Liberal New York shouldn't get the credit for our hardworking ranchers. We promote the Texas brand on everything made or grown in Texas because it benefits our economy and jobs. After session ends this summer, I might take a short cruise across the Gulf of America and have a juicy medium rare Texas strip. Top comment, what about the Kansas strip? Yeah, I mean, dude's got a point. We could just return it back to the name. Nebraska, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Wyoming. I'm thinking at work I'm just going to change it to the Vermont strip. That's not a bad looking steak right there. Yeah, it's New York strip forever. Stop trying to change history. Yeah, no, we got to reply. Yeah, we got to reply. Yep. Don't care. Sending. Sometimes you just gotta reply to stupid shit on the internet. Like, yeah. I just wish they quit changing history. Who cares? Oh, yeah. I should have just switched there. And I didn't because I'm a dum-dum. No, that one doesn't keep the overlay. Okay, we're gonna delete scene. Yep, screw it. Get rid of it. There we go. We'll just do the old-fashioned way here. And a screen. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, just dumb stories. Who cares? Anyways, this is hysterical. Jake Tapper is who was adamant about Biden being sharp and on point, is now hucking his book called Original Sin. That is the story of how the Biden situation was being covered up. Yeah, now available for pre-order. An Original Sin book. Been working hard on this with Alex Thomp for interviews, more than 200 White House insiders, Dem leaders, and more. Yeah, Original Sin, the story of how they covered up Biden having dementia, even though he was a part of the cover-up of Biden having dementia. Way to go, Jake. You're doing God's work. 7 things every kid needs to hear. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I'm listening. Communism has failed every time it's tried, and you've got what it takes. Solid. Okay, what was the next one? We had some fun. Oh, this meme killed me. It was too accurate. I stand with Ukraine. Be honest. I am being honest. I don't care about Ukraine. I just hate Trump. Thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. The meme just hit it on the nail. Hit the nail on the head. Oh, this was hysterical. Busted. Ukrainian MP Kira Rudik, before and after Ukraine was given billions of U.S. taxpayer dollars. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Some things really changed in between these two photos. Changed out her little shitty AK for some real guns. Oh, this was hysterical. Michael Malice, you were such a troll, and I absolutely adore it. Just what the Secret Service needs, another DEI. The fact that nobody on the left stood up for this kid who survived, 13-year-old who's an honorary Secret Service member and has survived brain cancer, is like slightly mind-boggling. I'm not saying they had to support Trump, but the fact that they couldn't even pretend to, care about this poor kid. This is on a video. No, it's just got the names on it. Oh, we got 23 senators shared the same video, the same language, with the same edits and the same format, where they're all holding a lapel mic and sitting down and talking into it. It's very, very cringe. Elsa Brooks, Baldwin, Blumenthal, Booker, Cantwell, Coons, Duckworth, Durbin, Gillibrand, Hirano, Kane, Kelly, Kim, Lujan, Markey, Merkley, Padilla, Peters, Schatz, Schumer, Van Hollen, Warner, Warren, and Whitehouse. All the same. I was kind of hoping that, down in the comments here, we'd have the clip of the video, but now I'm going to pull screen down just in case. Just in case. That one got it. Yeah, that one's got the video. But that means I need to share this with audio. It's going to sound like some garbled nonsense because they're not perfectly synced up, as people wouldn't be unless they were talking along with the track. But yeah, you'll get the idea here.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Yeah. Yep. And they are all super edgy and all said, shit, that's not true. Yeah. Yeah, it made me, I believe in you guys now. You guys have done it. You've changed Dan Underwhelming's opinion. Definitely did it. Yeah, no matter who you voted for, this should make you extremely uncomfortable. Is this comment? He's not wrong. Got 22. Updated 23. Good Lord. So is your genius idea to have 22 Democrat senators read the exact same script? You people will never get why you're lost. It's hilarious. It's sad, man. They keep claiming everybody else is a disgrace and a laughing stock, and then they do shit like that. Okay, I'm going to take a 30-second breather.
There once was a magician named Hickory who wasn't too funny with a belly of tea. Nerves went up, the beers went down, oh boys too drunk for the show. Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when your show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave and go. Not 10 minutes for his next pour. The keg went dry, he went to the store. Didn't have the ale he had gotten before, so from craft to crap we go. Drunk and underwhelming scum to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when his show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave.
Okay, we're back. Okay, let's check this one out. It's the bar has fallen quite low, my friends. Apparently, women just assume they can twerk anywhere now. Colin Rugg. Twerking flight attendant who was fired by Alaska Airlines for twerking on a plane breaks down into tears in new interview. Nell Diala says she was just twerking because she was so proud of herself. Quote, I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video, my post, and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate. Diala has raised a whopping $3,000 in 2 months on GoFundMe, insisting she was wrongfully fired. Yeah, let's check this out. Yeah, nothing about that screams inappropriate at work. I'm not even just going to twerk. I'm going to put my leg up on a seat in a suggestive banner. Get myself hyped up for the day by filming a TikTok, because that's totally normal adult behavior. I know that's what I do before when I get to work and nobody else is around. Is I dance around while slow stroking a pork loin, and it just really rejuvenates me. I just don't post them. Oh, yep, this one. Libs TikTok shared. On the stage. Canadian Premier Wab Canoe of Manitoba signed an order to remove all American-made liquor from Canadian stores that they had already imported. Yes, I'm sure it's just going to destroy the American alcohol industry right here. The fact that a country with less citizens than a few of our states has stopped buying our booze. Yeah. North Dakota is really freaking out up there. Just threatened to turn off power to the U.S. the other day. All because we just want to put tariffs on them that are equal to the tariffs they have on us. But they're oppressed. They're clearly victims. I mean, just look at all those poor oppressed white people. Oh, this one's fun, even though it might not be real or authentic news, because there is a we call those a community note on this one. Let's read the community note first, and then we'll get into the actual meat of this bad boy. Readers added context. The source of this information comes from Radar Online, which only states that an anonymous acquaintance claims it exists. Radar Online is known for being low credibility as a news site, regularly promoted unproven or even false stories. Here's some examples and them linking to Radar Online. Mary Morgan, only fat, unfortunate-looking girls have the hots for Luigi. Look at the replies. They all read those really depraved romance novels. And Daily Mail US reported 2 days ago, Luigi, sex tape bombshell, CEO assassin suspect filmed at least 20 cinema-style porn videos he wanted to be watched. Link. Yeah, we're not going to link. I don't care. I just thought it was hysterical. That's where we were. There's a bunch of people right now searching for the link. Anything else really fun? Yeah, I don't think I could share that one because I'm on YouTube. Raymond G just going after it. Pardon me, Elon Musk. I'm sure you're busy helping save America or making a baby, but what the F is this? It was a big account like Andrew Tate who used this word repeatedly but never gets his post limited. Maybe you wouldn't go after the small guys. No, it's too late. He said the Democrats are a bunch of un-American F words. They couldn't even clap for a kid with cancer. Which visibility limited. The post may violate X's rules against hateful conduct. Oh. Oh, that was wild. Okay, yeah, we gotta watch that on the screen. This guy caught an ejected shell with a new magazine while reloading. What are the chances? Yeah, it's kind of wild. Oh, it is wild. Oh man, the odds. The odds and timing for something like that are mind-boggling. Uh, oh, those tasty memes here. Rawr, I'm gonna tear a few back. Oh. No, this was kind of cool. Yeah, let's stop screen, then we'll share this with audio because I thought this was actually pretty neat. There you go. YouTuber remakes $1 million VFX scene from Star Wars alone in a week. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but the fact that this guy like did this on his own is pretty incredible. Okay, so I'm guessing he probably used the audio from the original, which definitely, I mean, like saved him some time. Don't get me wrong, but still, visual effects. Let's watch the side by side. Yeah, that was cool.
Get him down here.
Oh man, yeah. What you can do by yourself at home is just pretty neat now. Oh wow, and Coulter calling out ACB way back, which a lot of people are doing right now, for agreeing to spend $2 billion of our taxpayer dollars on questionable things. Uh, Oh, this is good. Oh, Josie. Well, this is awkward. NAACP, could you explain this? Like we're the R word. We stand with you, Rep. Al Green, from 22 hours ago. Rep. Al Green was removed from the White House chamber after interrupting President Trump's joint congressional address. NAACP post from March 23rd, 22nd. Senator Ted Cruz, at the beginning of this process, we said we expected Senate Judiciary Committee to treat Judge Jackson with respect, dignity, and courtesy she deserves. You're violating all rules of decorum and civility. We demand you treat the nominee with respect and let her answer. Yeah. Yeah, proving that they don't really care. They're just, they're here to race hustle. And that's what the NAACP is here for. Okay, not going to get into that. Yeah, it was Fat Tuesday. And today was Ash Wednesday. If you noticed anybody with a black mark on their forehead, it's because they're Catholic. Any other fun ones? Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I feel bad for the Ukrainian people, and I'm sorry that you're going through such shit. But yeah, you're probably gonna have to like cede something, because otherwise, if you just pretend like you're gonna win this, you're gonna be speaking Russian in the next year if people stop funding you. And a Sullivan, I don't know who that is, but obviously. Everyone asking, maybe you should give up Crimea and Donbass in exchange for peace. Before asking this question, name me the specific region in your country you'd be willing to give up if Putin started bombing your cities. Connecticut. Sour Patch Lids said New Jersey, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Rhode Island, and Delaware. Yeah, specifically the Delaware. I'd be more than happy to let Delaware go. Modern punk is gayer than sex between two dudes. Yeah. Had a couple new Green Day patches and the Sydney concert on Monday. I also made my jacket into a vest. Yeah, it's pretty yeah, punk rock is trash. I say that as a kid who grew up punk, as you could tell from the original theme song. Here's for the JD Vance. Here's 3D Vance. Looks like he ate the cabinet. Oh yeah, I should not scroll through Twitter with it up on my screen. Ba-da-da. Yep, Tim Cass is live. Oh, that's a true story. Catholic plans to spend Lent giving up something he really shouldn't have been doing in the first place. Oh, Babylon B for the win. And you know, taking a dump on Andrew Tatum. Oh, that's interesting. Tim Pool posted, who's clearly not Catholics. The Catholics are the superior Christians. It's the only religion where AI will give you this answer. Who founded Catholicism in one word? Jesus. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, Ash Wednesday will do that. There's been a lot of Catholic related posts. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay, I think we might be at the end, and making some music or recording some lines. I think might be a better use currently. Just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, West Virginia is going to be banning. This is interesting. West Virginia banning food coloring, artificial dyes as food coloring. West Virginia Senate passes bill banning artificial dyes in food. Opponents say it's overreach. It's probably the most important bill that we'll vote on in our entire careers here, said Senator Lauren Kim Chapman, R of Ohio. Our health is not for sale. Yeah, interesting. Let's see how it works out. Kevin's open mic night got canceled. Now he has to go home and watch AEW. Yeah, that's sad. Sorry, Kevin. Yeah, lots of posts about the Nancy Mace attempting to grab Trump by the neck. Yeah, more posts about beef liver. Apparently that's the shiz. Oh. Yeah, CNN just quietly edited a oh, so that's the first one. Doge and Transgender mice. Trump falsely claimed that the Department of Government Efficiency identified government spending of $8 million for making a mice transgender, and then went on to lay out how we spent $500,000 on 3 projects that involved administering feminizing hormones to monkeys, etc. This claim it needs context. This is the update. An earlier version of this item incorrectly characterized as false Trump's claim about federal money being spent for making transgender mice. Article's been updated to context about spending, which is research studies on potential human health impacts of treatments under gender affirming care. So, what's it say now? June 2021, 2022. Let's provide a list of $8.3 million of federal grants to health studies that involve the mice receiving treatments that could be used in transgender affirming care. The White House list made clear that Trump in the speech did not. Studies were meant to figure out how these treatments might affect the health of humans who take them, not for the purpose of making a mice transgender. Does it matter? Because that's ultimately what you were doing. Yeah, I don't feel like that context changes anything. CNN was just desperate to say he was wrong. And here we are. Benny Johnson riding through a cop car in New York City saying, "Life hack." Yeah, just roll through with a bunch of blacked out SUVs with lights on. That usually does the trick. Keep seeing all these like legal cannabis ads now on Twitter. Yep. Oh, James O'Keefe and Andy No standing. That's wild. Okay, yeah, let's let me get rid of that. Okay, we're going to four new member effects. Cool. Let's go. New project. We're gonna voice audio. I'm gonna share this so you friends can see it. Boom. Voiceover for game stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna go through and record some lines and then break them out into separate tracks so I can mute some. Actually, let's add. Okay, let's make sure my input is correct. Okay, input monitoring is there. Okay, I'm gonna take 30 seconds to clear my throat. Get ready. We'll be right back.
There once was a magician named Hickory who wasn't too funny with a belly of tea. Nerves went up, the beers went down. Oh, boys too drunk for the show. Drunk and underwhelmings come to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when your show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave and go. Not 10 minutes for his next pour. The keg went dry, he went to the store. Didn't have the ale he had gotten before, so from craft to crap we go. Drunk and underwhelmings come to trick you with cards and steal your rum.
Okay, not exactly sure what I'm gonna record here. We're gonna try the first. I'm just gonna Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my game. Okay, now let's go. Let's just see if we can find like a nice, like clean vocal. Actually, I got vocal cleaner now. See what that sounds like. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my. I can turn off the studio. My game. My game. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Let's see. Let's see what voice cleaner actually does. I'm curious because I haven't actually done this yet. My game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's throw on the. Okay, that should be a bit better. Still muted. Okay, let's try that again. I'm just going to make some grunts. Ugh. ah, oh, ah, oh. No, effects are supposed to be off. Okay, they are. Now let's try the. Oh, huh. There's a voice changer now. Okay, voice cleaner. Let's try that. Ah, oh. Okay, I think I'm just a little hot. We need to turn our input down. Ah, oh. Okay, nope, I think that's good. So we got some not feeling not good sounds. Oh man, I feel so. Oh, what did I do? Where the hell am I? Oh man, I feel so. Oh, what did I do? Where the hell am I? Okay, sweet. Voice clean that. Oh man, I feel so. Oh, what did I do? Where the hell am I? Nice. That's the beginning cutscene audio right there. Nice. Okay, can we rename these? Can I wonder what normalize does actually. I don't honestly know. Oh, I can add shit to my sounds. I wonder. That's interesting. Mute that one. Oh, I hope this is the White House grade stuff. Oh, I hope this is the White House grade stuff. Yeah, I'm still hot, huh? Oh, I hope this is the White House grade stuff. Yep, that's going to work. Okay. So it'll make a lot more sense once it gets added into the project. You can actually see the project. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I want to. I'm gonna have to like really think about that and like work out some script out some stuff to do this here in the future. Because let's try again. Yeah, let's actually save. Can we do that? That'd be great. Yes, we did save. Okay. Sweet. Let's exit here. Okay, we're still there. And yeah, now I just saved it twice. Who knows? This one was one we produced 2 weeks ago. This is cool. Yeah, I'm digging this. Pretty and moody. I'm digging this. The other one has a whole lot of layers. I think this was just the last one. Kind of had like a Terrifier vibe to it. Yeah, I dig that. Alright, I think that's where I'm going to leave it though. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this ridiculous show. That makes no sense. And it's just whatever the hell I want to do. As the Lord intended. I could pull up something, I suppose. A quick thing from what I've been working on, maybe. Man, none of the thumbnails look nearly as good on these, except like that one. Specifically, map test 1 looks good. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother right now. I will hear in future videos though, for sure. I'll have to dive into that. Anyways, that's all I got on this one. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm, of course, HickoryTDAU. This has been TDAU Live, episode 9 of season 2, the WWE Attitude Era 2. Texas Strip, and my birthday's coming up. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you all in the next week. I think, yeah, next week will be the week before my birthday. I'll be on here to celebrate. And then I might take a week or two off. I don't know. Depends how I'm feeling, man. I had like a hard time. I really just wanted to go to bed when I got home. Went down to Long Trail for dinner, and I just wanted to go to sleep. Oh, I never shared the Pittsburgh fire truck story. Okay, let me go pedal real quick. I'll be right back.
There once was a magician named Hickory who wasn't too funny with a belly of tea. Nerves went up, the beers went down, oh boys too drunk for the show. Drunk and underwhelming's come to trick you with cards and steal your rum. One day when your show is done, you'll have to pay him to leave and go. Got 10 minutes for his next pour. The keg went dry, he went to the store. Didn't have the ale he had gotten before, so from craft to crap we go. So yeah, coming home from movie roast. This was 2 weeks ago now. Driving home from Middlebury, Route 7, and I'm in between Brandon and Pittsford. I get stopped, and I'm the first in line. And luckily, the firefighter came up to my car and was like, "Hey, you're going to be here a while. There's a truck that pulled off to the side, sank in the snow, and we're going to try to pull him out." It's like, okay, this should be a few minutes. No big deal. So I throw it in park, sitting there chilling. This was after a show. We had just roasted Terminator. And it was probably like 10 o'clock-ish when I stopped. And I wasn't tired at work. I'd been up at like 4:30 that morning. Done an 8-hour work day. Come home. Hung out with the wife for a few minutes and then left for the show. She went to go hang out and have dinner with a friend in Rutland. And so I'm on my lonesome. On my way back. And I stop and let the wife know, like, hey, I'm not going to be home on the timeline that I planned because, well, I'm stuck in traffic. She was like, well, maybe we should look up alternate routes. And I was like, well, I'm going to give it 10 minutes. And then if I don't see anything, I'll start to look around. My phone wasn't like very well charged at that point.
And so 10, 15 minutes goes by. Okay, I'm going to look it up on Google Maps. And the only alternative route I can find was like a good hour and a half, like extra added on to my already, hour and 20-minute ride home. And I was 20 minutes into, so I was like an hour from my house. And it's taking me an hour and a half. And if they pull this thing out in 10 minutes and I'm wasting an extra hour and 20, I'm just going to sit here and chill. And sitting there, another 20 minutes goes by. Some people like walk up past my car, and I'm in park. Luckily, I had plenty of gas in the tank, just chilling. And thankfully, it was like 25, 30 degrees out. It was not, a unbearably cold night. I see some people walk past me and go up and ask the firefighters what's going on. And at this point, we're like 35 minutes into me sitting there, and that truck hadn't budged. They had tried pulling it twice, and nothing's going on. And basically, the truck was headed northbound and pulled off to the side of the road and just sank down into the snow and buried itself. And it was a tanker truck, and the firefighter was pretty sure it was full of liquid propane. So I'm like parked a little ways back. There's 3 firefighters in front of me and a line of cars behind me, literally as far as I can see back. And I overhear the lady walking back to her car saying that if, the firefighter said, if you can go this way and you're going a different place, that's probably the route to go, because they were going differently than I was. I was trying to get to Rutland to get to Killington to get back home. And all of a sudden, it's like 45 minutes in, and I'm like, this truck still hasn't moved. And I got to pee. And I start to panic. I'm like looking around my car, like, okay, I got some empty Monster cans. I've had to pee into a soda can before, but like I can't do that in my car. There's 3 firefighters 20 feet ahead of me. There's a line of traffic behind me as far as the eye can see. Luckily, there's no oncoming traffic because traffic stopped from that way too. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? And I'm like, oh, maybe there's like a empty, like luckily there was some trash in my car. It was like one of the few times I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't clean out my car recently. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we stopped at McDonald's last week. Like, hopefully there's like a soda cup. Because if not, I'm going to wet myself in my car, or I'm going to have to like get out and go ask the officer if I can go like, or the firefighter if I can like go pee behind their truck, and they're probably just going to laugh at me and tell me no. And so I find a soda cup from McDonald's, but it's small. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to fly. Because I don't know how much volume a human usually releases when they have to release their bladder, to be quite frank. No clue whatsoever. I'm like, I don't know. What if I'm only halfway through and this thing's full? I'm like, I'm going to have to stop and then throw it out the window and then, and it's like, all right, like I got it under control. I'm like a good 10 minutes out from like really having to pee. I'm like glad I got on top of this. And I look in the back, and luckily, by the grace of God, I don't clean my car that often. And there was an empty windshield wiper fluid bottle in my back seat, because we had both just filled my car and my wife's car like a couple weeks ahead of time. And I was like, oh, nice. And so, yeah, I successfully relieved myself into a gallon windshield wiper fluid bottle while propped up against my shoulder, my right shoulder, on my seat, my feet on the floor, on the rest and behind the pedal, and just kind of like pressed my right shoulder in and leaned. So I was basically standing sideways in my car, and managed to do it, and everything worked out. And it wasn't, it's like, man, no, I just checked one off the bucket list. Anyways, that's the random story I had to share from that time, because I forgot to last week. Anyways, that's all I got on this one. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm, of course, HickoryTDAU Underwhelming. This has been TDAU Live Season 2, Episode 9, and I appreciate you guys for dropping by. I will probably see you next week. We'll celebrate my birthday. Till then, Dank Magician out. Cheers.
Above all else, I just want to say thank you. Have a beautiful night. Drunk magician out. Cheers. Now let's get the credits.